Hello students, let's begin with the chapter Control and Coordination of class 10th biology. In the earlier video, we have discussed about the protection of brain and spinal cord and limitation of nervous system. Now, today we will discuss about coordination in plants. So you know that plants do not have nervous system. So let's see how control and coordination takes place in the plants. So first thing, movement in plants. So in plants, there are two types of movement. First, movement dependent on of growth, independent of growth, and dependent of growth. Now, what is movement independent of growth? It is immediate response to the stimulus. Plant use electrochemical means to convey information from cell to cell, and for this, for the movement to happen, cells change their shape by changing the amount of water in them, resulting in swelling or shrinking of water. For example, drooping of leaves of touch me not plant on touching it. When you touch the touch me not plant, that is Mimosa pudica, the plant leaves get contract immediately. So this type of coordination, that is independent of growth. So it is an immediate response and it takes place by the electrochemical means. And what happen through these means? So cells change their shape by changing the amount of water in them. And after contraction, what will happen? So after some time, the plant cells get their water and touch it. And plant leaves or the branches regains its structure. Now, next, dependent on growth. These movements are called the trophic movement, that is directional movement. It means growth. Movement dependent on growth. So for example here, tendril. The part of tendril away from the object grows more rapidly as compared to the part near the object. This causes the circulating of tendril around the object. When this tendril get in touch with any object, you know that it is found in the plant, it help in the climbing of the plant. So when it get in touch with any object, so the part of the tendril away from the object grow more rapidly as compared to the part near the object. So it causes the circulating of tendril around the object. Next point is the example of dependent on growth is the phototropism. So movement towards the light. Movement towards the light. Photo means light and tropism means directional movement. Movement of plant part towards the light is called the phototropism. Next is the geotropism. Geo means gravity. Movement of plant part, it is the directional movement. So movement of plant part in response to the gravity is called the geotropism. Next one is the chemotropism. So the example of phototropism is the movement of stem towards the light is the phototropism. It is caused by a hormone auxin which help in the elongation of cell. So uh, when any plant exposed in light, they move towards the light because when plant detect light, a hormone auxin is synthesized at the tip, and that hormone move towards the CD side of the plant. So when these hormone move toward the CD side of the plant, they cause the elongation of cell. and elongation of cell leads to the bending of the plant towards the light. Now geotropism, geo means gravity and tropism means directional movement. So movement of plant part towards the gravity is the geotropism, that is root. Chemotropism, movement of plant part towards the chemical is called the chemotropism, and the example is germination of pollen tube on a stigma and move towards the ovule. And how it moves to the ovule? Because ovule has an apparatus, that is filiform apparatus, which secretes some chemical. So in response to that chemical, pollen tube moves toward the ovule, that is called the chemotropism. And next one is the hydro. Hydro means water and tropism means directional movement. Movement of plant parts in response to water, it's called towards the water, it's called the hydrotropism route. So hydrotropism is more stronger than the geotropism. Now plant hormone. Hormones are the chemical or compound which help in the coordination, growth, development, and response to the environment. So there are two group of hormone. The first one is the growth promoter hormone, auxin, gibberellin, cytokinin. These are the growth promoter hormone, and now abscisic is the growth inhibitor hormone. So first, auxin is synthesized at the shoot tip in response to light, and it helps in the cell elongation, our cell to grow longer, and it involved in the phototropism. Now gibberellin, it helps in the growth of stem, and auxin help in the growth of shoot tip. And now cytokinin, these promote the cell division. So cytokinin present in greater concentration in fruit and seeds and in the mesmetic tissue. Now the abscisic acid, it is growth inhibitor hormone. It inhibits the growth. It also causes wilting, and it is also known as a stress hormone, because when rate of transpiration is more than the rate of absorption of water, it causes the stomatal closing. So plant get wilt. So it is called the stress hormone. Now hormone in animals. Hormones are chemical substances which coordinate the activities of living organisms and also help in the growth. So in the animal body, hormones are secreted from the endocrine glands of the body. And these endocrine glands are, there are different endocrine glands are present in the human body, and they secrete hormone, and these endocrine glands are richly supplied with the blood vessels. Now first hormone here, thyroxine hormone, it is secreted from the thyroid gland. Thyroid is present in the neck and throat region, and thyroxine hormone regulate metabolism of carbohydrate, protein, and fat. Thyroxine is an iodine containing hormone. So deficiency of thyroxine leads to the goiter, which is characterized by the swollen neck. So it is an iodine containing hormone. So that's why people are advised to take the iodized salt. Now growth hormone, it is secreted from the pituitary gland. Pituitary gland are present in the midbrain. Pituitary gland is also called the master gland of the body. So it releases trophic hormone, which trophic hormone regulate the function of other endocrine gland. So it regulate growth hormone, which help in the growth and development of the body. Now adrenaline. Adrenaline is secreted from the adrenal gland. It is present above the kidney, that is on the head of kidney, and it regulates the blood pressure, heartbeat, carbohydrate metabolism during emergency of the body, and it also help in the regulation of urine formation. That is ADH. ADH is secreted from the kidney. Now insulin. Insulin is secreted from the pancreas. Pancreas is a mixocrine gland. Mixocrine means both endocrine and exocrine. The endocrine part of pancreas is called the islets of Langerhans. So it is present just below the stomach in U-shaped structure of duodenum, and it regulates the blood sugar level. So deficiency of insulin cause diabetes, that is hyperglycemia. It means increased blood sugar level. Now testes secrete testosterone, that is male sex hormone, and it is responsible for the puberty in male. And ovary secrete estrogen, that is female sex hormone, and it is also responsible for the maturity of sexual maturity in the female.